have St George's House, which is going to be converted into apartments and have extra floors put on its height. So you'll go like that at its original height, then step up again like that, and it'll be cladded in like bronze coloured cladding. It'll have balconies and that on the front. So this building will be completely stripped on the outside. All the glass, all the cladding on the outside of concrete will all be taken off. And it'll be completely recladded and have an increase in height. Its current height is 79 metres and it will be extended up to 95 metres with the extended height. It's 24 stories at the moment. I think it'll be 28 or 29 stories high if you include the roof garden. It'll be 29 stories. So we'll have a look round it and see what's going on. I just did a video on this and it didn't record properly, so I've got to redo it again. So, bit of a nuisance that. It was construction began in 1959 and I think it was completed by 1964. Nestle moved in up till they occupied the building until 2012. And they moved to Gatwick. Then L&G bought the building, Legal and General, and they wanted to convert it. They got planning permission, but there was issues with the underground car park apparently, so it was holding them up from developing the building. Then Minerva took over, which later became Delancey. Delancey took over Minerva, and they couldn't develop it because they bought the entire St George's Walk complex, but there was issues with leaseholding, so I read. So now R&F, Chinese property developer, has bought the entire site, St George's Walk, St George's House, Sage's House, which is there. So I imagine work will begin very soon. They've just got planning permission to convert one of the shop units on the high street on St George's Walk for a sales suite for the apartments of this building, so work will begin very soon, I would imagine. So we'll have a walk around and see what's going on. Images of what it will look like when it's done, and the write up what's going on and what's been happening with the building, so you'll be able to read everything from there, because obviously my memory, I can't remember everything, so if I put the write up then everything will be on there, so you'll know. Yeah, there's quite a lot to this development, so there's going to be a second phase as well, Queen Square, which will be the demolition of St George's Walk, most of St George's Walk. But that'll be a second phase, but we'll walk around St George's Walk in a minute and have a look. Yeah, it's quite a big site, so it's quite a big concern. Minerva wanted to put up two towers, a 25 and 35 story tower behind this building. Now R&F have bought the entire site. They might continue on with that, or maybe upscale the development, or stick with what they was Minerva was planning to do. Delancey took over from Minerva, I think, back in 2012, I think. I can remember. And then R&F bought the entire site. And they bought the freehold as well. Too much because all the buses are in the way, but this building here is going to become, up to there, will become part of St George's House, 288 apartments. So this part, this big low-rise part here and this big building here, St George's House, will be all one development. That will be the first phase. As for the rest of all the buildings, it's unclear yet what R&F actually want to do, so we'll find out. And they release images or put a planning application in. Sorry about the finger getting in the way. Yeah, from there on, it'll be unclear what's going on, but I would imagine it'll all be demolished. They will demolish it all and completely rebuild it. Yeah, that's Park House from there down. St George's Walk through there, the shopping parade through there, which we'll walk through in a minute. St George's House will start very soon. The unit that they've taken over just around the corner there is where the sale suite will be for the apartments in St George's House. Yeah, as soon as any updates on Queen Square, I'll put it in the description on this video, then I'll keep that updated. When new images come out or they submit a planning application, I'll do another video on it. Yeah, that's the shopping precinct through there, but we'll walk around the outside first and then we'll come through there in a minute.
Next week will be like on Friday or Thursday. I can see them online.
Yeah, filming this just now and it never recorded for some reason, so I've got to do this one all over again. But I'm using a different phone this time, the other one's playing up, so I think that one's had it now, so I have to get another one. Yeah, that's the... This is what will be Queen Square. They'll have a public square. This building will be pulled down and they'll have a public square in there, which will be just outside the town hall, which is here, the clock tower. I do believe they want to stop traffic coming through here as well eventually when they do it, so... Yeah, Catherine House, that one's called there. That's Alice House on the corner there, and you've got Sage's House West, and then Sage's House on the corner. Sage's House East is on the corner there. Yeah, so the plans that Delancey or Minerva wanted to do was to pull all these down, build a few low-rise buildings, but they'd have two towers of 25 and 35 stories, but R&F may choose to upscale that even taller and add even more apartments. I think it was 850 apartments, I think. Well, they wanted to put in, so we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do with it.
Look, I got two buggy inside the bus and the bus.
Yeah, I'm recording on my old phone now, the other phone I've had for just over a year now, year and a half, something like that, but it's starting to play up now. Yeah, it's Sage's house there, the original Sage's house East. That's listed, I think it's a grade two listed building. It was built in 1939. I think that one was built, the other part was built in the 1970s, I do believe. And you've got Fairfield Halls, which is being refurbished over there. Yeah, this Sage's house used to be the Croydon Gas Company. There's the plaque there. Yeah, this is a grade 2 listed building. I would imagine they'll just refurbish this. They won't be allowed to pull this one down. But R&F have bought this, so I would imagine they will refurbish it, either into apartments or maybe offices, who knows. But we'll go through St George's Walk now and have a look at this shopping precinct. Yeah, the plan is to pull all this lot down, all these shops will go, all these buildings will be pulled down eventually for the new development. I think at the moment they're just concentrating on St George's house. Once that's converted and finished, then they'll start Queen Square, I would imagine. Yeah, all this lot will be pulled down. That's where we've just walked along there, through there. Come along just there, coming back. Yeah, I think all this was built in the early 1960s, round about the early 60s. About the same time St George's house was built. As you can see, it's quite a big site, so when they do build on this eventually, it'll be quite a big development.
Final é assim, né?
Yeah, these are the two shop units to be converted into the sales suite for St George's House. I think it was 23 to 25 High Street is the address. That will be the new sales suite for the apartments in St George's House. Walk back through and then walk round. Yeah, the extended height, this section will be the same height as it is now, then it'll step up and then step up again and like that. It's 79 metres at the moment. It'll be, when it's as its extra floors added, it will be 95 metres. The building was already stripped, I think, not long after Nestle moved out in 2012. I think it was about 2013. I think, if I can recall, it was stripped. The inside of it was completely stripped out. They'll strip the outside, take all the glass, cladding and concrete off it when they start the actual conversion. As I say, I've got images of what it will look like at the end of this video. Yeah, there is an underground car park to this, so we'll have a look round here. It's just round here. The whole underneath of this is all an underground car park. Yeah, it's just down there. Not sure how many spaces there are. I know it's virtually the entire size of the site underneath, so it's quite big. Taberner House development over there, which has just started. I've just done a video on that, so check that out if you like.
I think it sounds like she's going to see because I think
Just have a look down here. This is the service entrance to the back of the offices and the shops. Shops on this side, office buildings this side. We'll have a look up here. Yeah, some urban explorers got inside the Nestle Tower, St George's House. I believe that's how they got in, just there. There was a wheelie bin there and they climbed up on top of the wheelie bin and got on that little low roof there. And then got inside the building. I was thinking about trying it myself, but I thought I'd better not, because a few other people have gone in there and they've got prosecuted for it, so... I've got images of what it looks like inside, so I'll post them at the end of the video. first stage to be converted. The rest of it's all separate offices, so I would imagine all the rest of this will all be pulled down. There's another service entrance, but better not go up that one. Start scaffolding